Guys, we have a quick question for you. How good does it feel to have someone like Ibrahima Konate fully fit and starting consecutive games? Since coming on at the start of the second half in our Premier League opening match against Ipswich Town, the Frenchman has cemented his place in Arne's slot starting 11, pushing Konate, who started the majority of the pre-season tour games, back to the bench. Even during our surprising loss to Nottingham Forest at Anfield a while ago, Konate still has a decent showing, completely shutting down any chances for a counter-attack during the first half. Now sure, looking at the 6'4" defender and his bulky build, one can only think that he's the kind of no-nonsense defender who dominates his opponents week in and week out. And while he's more than capable of imposing himself on the pitch, there's still an extremely underrated aspect of his game that still isn't talked about enough. So in today's video, not only will we highlight Konate's defending qualities, but we're also going to discuss his ball playing abilities, something that is turning to be crucial to the way Arne Slot likes to play. Before we do get into the video though, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. After returning from the Euros and despite not featuring at all for the French national team, we only got to see Ibrahima Konate play under Arne Slot in our final pre-season tour game against Manchester United. Of course, without counting the behind closed door friendly against Las Palmas. Even during the United friendly game, Konate was used as a left-sided centre-back, a position that he's not used to playing, at least during his time at Anfield. This was all to accommodate Konate, our promising defender who will undoubtedly have a bright future for the club. However, such decision from Arne Slot raised some questions. Was the new manager easing Konate slowly back into the team, fully knowing his injury record? Or was he not considered for a starting position, with Konate being the #1 choice for the right-sided centre-back spot? Well, all of these questions were answered after the full 90 minutes of our opening game against Ipswich Town. Konate, who started the game, was being targeted by the newly promoted side with long balls over the top, and while he has the needed athleticism and mentality to deal with such pressure, Jurgen still struggled to perform, winning just 2 of his 4 aerial duels. And as you can see, the 2 challenges that he lost were outside of the area and into the channels, which was the main threat created by McKenna's side. Slot was quick to react, and just before the second half whistle, Ibrahima Konate was introduced onto the pitch. From that moment on, it looked like the Reds were in total control of the game, and the reason was Konate himself. As you can see here, Konate was more than capable of dealing with Ipswich's long balls, winning all 3 of his aerial duels, 2 of which were around the same areas where Konate failed to impose himself. After that game, the Frenchman fully cemented himself as the first choice option to start alongside Virgil van Dijk, and as long as he is fit and running, there is literally no reason so far to suggest that he needs to be benched. Guys, the stats here back this up. You can see here how highly Konate ranks when compared to other Premier League defenders. He's up there with the best when it comes to aerial duels won percentage, prevented goals, and possession adjusted interceptions, a metric that is used to measure how crucial a player is for helping his team regain and keep possession. And with the Reds spending the majority of our games with the most of the ball, this stat shows how important Konate has been at helping us dominate possession with his interceptions. Sure, you might have noticed that he's not as high when it comes to defensive actions, but that might be because he stops attacks before they even start, which does not count as a defensive action. This is mainly due to his exceptional channel defending. Not only is he capable of dominating the air, but he has enough pace and athleticism to win his races to recover through balls into the channels he occupies. And so we often find Konate regaining possession without the need of getting into physical challenges with his opponents or even put a tackle in. See, there is absolutely no question that Konate is one of the best, if not the best, channel defenders in the world due to his understanding of the game and physical abilities. It's because of him and Van Dijk that the Reds are capable of playing in a high defensive line with an aggressive rest defense that does not only squeeze the pitch as much as possible, but also suffocates the opposition in their half and limit them any chances of countering on our high line. See, despite us losing the Forest game, what we just discussed was on full display, as Konate acted as a wall in front of Morgan Gibbs-White and Chris Wood in the first half. He pushed high at the halfway line and consistently won back possession. So a physically dominant defender, more than capable in the air, and provides the platform for the team to camp at the opposition's half and sustain pressure. What more can anyone ask from Konate? Well, we said it last season and we're going to say it again. Ibrahima Konate's ball playing ability is absolutely underrated. Look, we're not going to dive deep into his numbers from last season, but have a quick glance at this. For every 90 minutes he's played, Konate's averaged 6.75 progressive passes with a total progressive distance of 517 yards. And to make it even better, he averaged 8.29 passes into the final third with 0.46 key passes per game. These numbers put him amongst the elite when compared to other Premier League centre-backs. And it doesn't end there. Sure, some might say that his numbers are due to the fact that Klopp's Liverpool was more of a direct side going long more often than not. But that is far from the truth, because Konate doesn't only progress the ball through his passing, he uses the same power and physicality when defending the channels in carrying the ball. That's why he's ranked high for progressive carries and carrying distance. This season, Konate is continuing to showcase his ball playing abilities, and what makes it even better is how he is slotting perfectly into Arne Slot's build-up play. When compared to other Premier League centre-backs, Konate is currently second for most forward passes, fifth for key passes and expected assists, and sixth for most progressive passes. And if that wasn't enough, we want you to pause the video and have a look at this chart. From progressive runs to through passes, Konate is currently putting on a masterclass compared to other defenders in the league. See, the Frenchman's ball playing ability was there for everyone to see last season. However, right now under Arne Slot, and precisely when trying to build it out from the back, Konate has been an absolute joy to watch. The way the Reds are starting to bait opposition's press before hitting more direct balls to take advantage of the spaces in behind is suiting Konate's best attributes in possession. And that 3-0 win over Bournemouth might be the biggest proof to this. Konate initiated all three sequences that led to our goal: an accurate long ball towards Diaz to open the score, a precise up pass to Salah to initiate the up, back and through pattern, and a great long ball targeting Diaz, who combined with Salah before scoring the third. But again, his passing, despite all its glory, wasn't the only thing that won our hearts. It was also the way Konate acted under the Cherries' pressure, showing high levels of composure as he took more than 2 or 3 touches to further bait the opposition's press and therefore create more space for us to attack. Look, there is a reason why we posted a video discussing why the Konate and Van Dijk partnership is frightening to face. Both players complement each other while providing the platform for the teams to push high up the pitch and dominate games. But not only that, now it looks like Konate is being used as the main weapon from the back to progress the ball and hit teams with a direct approach after pulling and dragging their structure all over the place. There's no doubt about it. If Konate can keep fit for an extended period of time, he will, without a doubt, be one of the best centre-backs in the league. All that Slot needed to do is to manage his workload and minutes, so we can all put his injury record behind our backs. So what do you think? Are you impressed with Konate's performances so far this season? Do you think he is here to stay, or will unfortunate injuries return to haunt the colossal Frenchman? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed today's video, why not hit the like and subscribe button for more Liverpool deep dives. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.